Hey everybody, Jay, Christa, say it forever. Coming at you one more time. We are gathering everything up and we are heading to my mother's house to work again on the flower beds.
Yep.
There's still a lot to do. I don't know if we're going to get it all done today. I know we won't get the pavers done today because we're focusing on the bark mulch and ripping out the sod where the grass is in the flower bed that's going to be.
And I think we're going slower this time because I didn't do so well last time.
Yeah, almost lost her.
I actually have struggled with my blood pressure for about a week and a half, and also it's just being sore and everything. So we got to go a little slower today. I just finished up with a bride. It is Saturday morning, and I met a bride that was from out of town. So I had to meet her on a Saturday, and I need to go change into something cooler. And it's going to be as hot today.
No, it's actually really nice right now.
Why we chose today.
Instead of yesterday was a scorcher.
Yeah, I think 95 yesterday, but today is like only 77 is supposed to be.
Yeah, that's much better.
It's still pretty warm, but anyway.
It's going to be nicer than yesterday. I mean, I enjoy the heat, but that was pretty toasty. So.
Yeah, yesterday was toasty. We were working in our own yard yesterday, and we decided, okay, it's really too hot, and we went and took a nap instead.
Yeah.
But then we did some more evening work, and we got a lot more done in the cool.
Yeah, it was better the way we did it yesterday. So
yeah,
now I'm ready to get after it today and get more done on her yard.
Well, while you finish loading up, I've been dying to show everyone my dollar store hack.
Yeah, go show them that.
In the garden, you guys might know that we were dealing with squirrels. Although we lost our sweet Gertie, who was doing most of the digging, we still have a lot of digging in the garden, and so I lose my plants. So I was trying to cover it up with chicken wire, and I ended up finding some dollar store stuff, and I wanted to show you guys that. And I also wanted to show you that our garden has come a long way.
Oh yeah, it's booming. It's booming. Yeah, the dollar store hacks that she's figured out and found, instead of spending, major dollars to protect her plants, she did it this way, and it's amazing. So she's gonna go show you that, and I'm going to load the car.
He can do the hard work, I'll do the fun work.
We'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, while he is loading, I am going to show you the potager. And also, while we're there, look at, we're actually getting growth because of the heat. Things are actually starting to grow. We're not in such a cold spell. And my strawberries are doing really, really good. I'm so excited. And my vegetable garden has grown so much, I wanted to show you. Let me open the gate and come in. Look at how much growth, and look at my snap peas. For a while there, I didn't think that they were going to grow very much because of we had so much cold. Now it's getting hot, and these are actually not going to like it when it gets hot. So as soon as they get going, they stop, right? Okay, and then here's my dollar store hack. I was trying to cover up things with chicken wire, which I planted some seeds there, and I still laid chicken wire over there. But I found some dollar store hacks. This was a little basket at the dollar store. I don't know, I need you guys to tell me, do you like it gold, and I have another one over there, or should I spray paint it black? I was thinking about spray painting it black when I bought it. This is also my little tomato that I used to have over here, and I decided I better move it so it didn't cross-pollinate with these other tomatoes right here. This is the one that I had that I absolutely loved last year, and I had one actually make it out of all the seeds that I tried to grow. So I have it over here to protect it. But some other dollar store things is I got this basket, and this was covering, right now they're gotten too big, but this was covering up my little pumpkins that were right there. Now they're a little bit too big for that. But then I also got this trash can at the dollar store, and I put it over just to keep them from digging. Now you might have rabbits and they eat the plants. The squirrels do not eat the plants, but what they do is they dig up right next to the plants, causing the roots to be dug up. So I have to put a lot of protection. And here's another one of the square ones, protecting some seedlings I just put out. And then I got one of these little baskets. It's a little smaller than the trash can one because they didn't have. And then that can just go over one of the smaller plants. And I still am using some chicken wire. But here's another one of the gold ones I'm thinking about painting black. Tell me what you guys think. It seems to be working really well. I did it over here to the broccoli because I just transplanted some new broccoli and I didn't want them digging it up until they got established. I also been struggling with cucumbers. I got one of our cucumbers behind one of those baskets there, and I think I might get cucumbers finally if the bugs don't eat them. And over here I have silver slicer cucumbers, which was nearly impossible, and they're starting to grow too. So I'm so excited. And Jay would really want me to remove the cilantro. I'm waiting for it to seed so I can get the seeds. But I have a feeling that he's gonna have me chop it down before it gets too far, because it just is in the way. But I do need to remove it. But I just want it to seed first. So, and the whole garden is starting to look so much better. It was so cold for so long, and it took forever for everything to get going, but now I think we're getting, our irises are blooming, our peonies. This peony's not doing super well. My other one behind me isn't even blooming, but this one I'm showing you right now was bought at the same time as this one, and this one is doing so much better. So I gotta figure out what's going on. We have some lilies, and let me walk over to my roses that my hubby got. And Jay's gonna be putting in a little pond there. Aren't those pretty? My hubby, or actually my son bought me those last year. And my hubby actually bought me the little blue flowers that are finally blooming. Okay, we're gonna get going here in a second. Are you ready to go?
Did you want me to talk to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, I gotta get dressed and into something more comfortable.
Okay, well, let's go, Mama.
Okay, we're coming.
What's that? Oh.
What are you doing?
I'm packing bark mulch. What are you doing?
Well, I packed one bag.
You know, I appreciate that.
You got quite a bit of it there.
What's that?
I said you got quite a bit of that there.
Yeah, 15 bags plus the stepping stones to set the bench on, and we gotta get it level.
Okay,
So,
I'll try to help you.
you're fine.
Okay. Jay is weed eating and gonna mow, but the spider barrier guy showed up, so we had to evacuate the backyard. Us and the dogs.
Yeah, he's really a nice kid.
Okay, what are you up to today?
Digging up the grass.
More grass.
Digging up all this grass so we can put dirt down.
Yep, all the way around.
Get the grass, get the bark mulch.
I don't know how far we'll get, but we'll see how far we'll do.
Until I get wore out.
Okay.
So we got that trenched out over there, which Chris will show you here in just a few. Right now I'm going to pull the bench out of here and level it so it's not going downhill so they don't slide into each other when they sit on the bench. I'm going to put these flat stones underneath each corner. That way it sits level and secure, and then we're going to cover that with bark mulch to where you won't even see the flat stones. So.
And then the walkway you're not doing today.
Walkway is going to be another day, probably in a week or so, when we have more time to come over and keep going with it. But today I'm going to level this. I'm going to put more bark mulch back over there to finish that up, and then we're going to go along that mound that we did, with bark mulch. So here we go.
Okay, we're getting to the point where soon we can do some bark. He's been covering it with more dirt on top. Oh, you're good. Mom, talk then. She's like, well, now that there's a camera, I don't want to talk.
That looks so much better since it's raised up higher.
Yep. Looks really good. Okay, and he got that leveled. My camera ran out of juice while he was doing it. So then bark will go underneath that bench. And I also wanted to show you, I came here thinking, this is a week later, that I would still find maybe pieces of grass that I needed to be careful and pull up. And I didn't find any grass. That was incredible. And she's planted a couple things. We're gonna plant a few little grass pieces, but I think I'll put it on time lapse here in a second, and we will put bark down, and that will be the last task for today, and the next week we will conquer the other parts. Okay, last bag of mulch, which will cover up the stepping stones, which were just there to get everything level and solid.
To support
the bench.
Yeah. So that will take care of that, and then we'll get more bark mulch later to finish it up. But at least it'll look all nice.
And I really think you should probably wait to do the stepping stones until they lay your edging, because it's going to change on the end how you lay it.
Yep, I agree.
Or how high.
Yep, I totally agree.
Holy cow. You could even use another bag of mulch behind it.
Yep.
But we'll do that another day.
Another day. There we go.
Okay,
There it is.
there it is. I'm gonna walk them around right here.
Okay.
So we now have all of this one done. Ooh, that looks so good from this angle. Woo! Okay, and then back is good. I'm happy. Are you happy?
Yes.
Are you guys happy?
Love it. I love it.
Love it? What about you? Are you happy?
I'm upset we ran out of bark mulch. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, good.
Love it so much.
Love you guys.
Guess what we forgot to do?
In the video.
That is correct. So
We're
here we
home
are.
now.
Yep.
It's Saturday evening.
About
I don't
8
even know
o'clock.
what time it is. Seriously? Already?
I think so. Oh, about 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay.
So anyway, I'm
We're-
gonna bring up my daughter's deal
Oh,
that we'll get
yeah.
to.
But let's just talk about this.
Sure.
What do you guys think of the flower beds? I think they turned out good. And we
Yeah.
didn't even,
Mom's liking them.
I was going to say, we didn't even work very hard, but you did.
Speak for yourself. I was a madman with a shovel.
It was a little
Are you
easier
kidding
for me today. I didn't have to dig.
This is what I get. You gotta put dirt over there. Don't forget over there. What about over there?
I was flipping those things.
Yeah, I
and-
know. I know. She was turning the grass upside down so it wouldn't grow.
Yeah. And
So we
trying to
could have
make
a
sure
mound.
that we covered all the grass.
Yeah.
You know, the first mounds did pretty good, but we didn't have as much dirt to cover it, so I'm hoping that...
Well, we did the did the whole thing. We robbed Peter to pay Paul, so we took the dirt out of the
Other
future
flower...
flower bed that we're working towards. So I still have to go get a truckload of dirt to fill that hole, and then also make
Yeah.
mounds along as we go. So
And she got the curbing guy. We had... The original curbing guy that was supposed to be there last week
yep.
never showed.
Should we say a name?
No, we're not
Oh.
going to say a name.
Okay, we'll be good.
All the contractors, nobody's
I'll be
showing,
good.
nobody's calling us back. It's madness. But a curbing guy did come out, and so you know how on our flower beds we have the edging. She's going to do it a little bit different, but
The second curbing guy came out.
the second guy came out, and he
Right
actually,
away,
right
actually.
away, he's
Mhm.
like, "I'll be there in 20 minutes," and we're like,
Yep.
"Wait, what?"
And once he shows up and gets it done and it turns out really nice, we'll give him a plug.
Mm-hmm.
Because people around our area that watch these videos need to know who to call, so they're not sitting around waiting for the first curbing guy to show up and he never shows up.
Yeah,
Says he'll be there, but he won't.
which is the sad part because that was the ones we used, and we really liked them,
Yeah.
but they didn't
So
show
I don't know
up.
what's going on with them, but
They
the
ghosted
second
us,
one,
man.
the second one showed up, so that was good.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
and I know this is a marriage channel; it's not a gardening channel. However,
it should be a garden channel. We love to garden.
we
so-
love to garden. So, and that's part of our marriage. That's kind of the best part of our marriage is
We're on the
gardening.
same page. We have the most fun when we're working in the yard together,
Yeah, we do.
and that's why we do it all the time, because we really like to work side
That's
by
why
side
we
in the
don't like
garden.
each other in the winter.
Yeah, talk to the hand.
We're just kidding.
Just kidding.
But when we got home, there was some exciting news. Many of you guys know that our daughter is an archaeologist working on her PhD,
Yep.
and she's in Guatemala for 2.5 months. And she can't always get a hold of us, but when the generator gets put on at her base
She's
camp,
got power. That gives her internet.
and then somehow they get internet, she will give us a little message. And so she was doing some digs. She contacted us this morning and said everything is slick. It rained all night.
Very muddy.
It's the raining season, which we were kind of a little bit stressed. But then tonight, her group, they did some amazing breakthroughs in their digs.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, well, let me explain the
Oh
backstory.
yeah, I'm excited.
Backstory.
It's so cool.
So
So cool.
her group, all from college, or her professor and some other people that are digging in her project or whatever went there, and the other set of group, they finished a couple weeks, and then they went on to another dig, I think in Mexico, in another Mayan temple. She stayed back, and they put her in charge of her own group.
Of this dig.
Yeah, so she's in charge of this dig. I think she's got 3 guys there from Guatemala.
Yep.
And they have been going like non-stop, 24/7, just digging.
It's so cool. It is so cool.
And so they are working on the original group. They found where there is steps to this temple that they know is there, but it's not uncovered. And then her responsibility was to try to finish that and then try to find the entrance to the temple. Mm-hmm. And they're going to try to break in and get into the temple.
Break through, not break in.
Break
in. She's not stealing anything. She's
break through.
She's an archaeologist. She's doing research.
It's all legal.
She's doing research only.
They're not breaking in.
No.
Anyway, so tonight...
You do. Rephrase that.
Anyways, I did the backstory. You do the rest.
Okay. So the first message that we got from her says, generator on again. I busted through the termination steps from the temple and found a cut with an offering under. May start excavating the cache tomorrow, but I'm extending my unit 0.5 meters to find the back of the wall before tunneling into the structure, which that's really cool. She said, then the next one, she said, so there were 2 construction events for this temple. The first one...
Because we were asking questions.
The first one was its use to celebrate certain celestial events and something like our centennial celebrations. Later, it was used as a funeral shrine, and they built another set of stairs to get to the top of the temple, what previously was the roof. Then she sent a picture of that. She says it's hard to see the cut in this photo, but it's a large cut at the base of the stairs. That is where the offering is. So
and I'm not sure what the offering is. We've asked her, but
to show this, I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
Yeah.
But that's where she's digging right now.
And those are a set of stairs. And she said something about at the base is the offering, and I don't know what that means.
So
sometimes she speaks things we know nothing about.
This was the first picture. Well, this was them trying to cut all of the branches out of the way of the stairs. Then they made headway with it, and that's all the branches cut out of the way where they started to excavate. And then that's where you can see the actual concrete or rock stairs. So anyway, in a nutshell, it's awesome. We're happy. We're proud of her.
Yeah.
It's so cool to see what she's doing. She's
Yeah,
our little
super proud.
Indiana Jones girl.
Our little Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
We call her Cynthia Anna. What did we used to call her? Cynthia Anna Jones?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. A friend of hers called her that.
We haven't seen her in so long.
Yeah, we haven't seen her since COVID shut down. That was the last time we saw her. But anyway,
that's just a little thing we wanted to share with you guys.
And we, even though it's the weekend, Jay had today off on Saturday, but
gotta go to work tomorrow.
He goes to work tomorrow, and
tomorrow should be a lighter day though, so I should get off at a decent time. I'm hoping.
Which is good because we have Bible study at night, so hopefully he's back in time and all that.
I'm hoping that I get off about 4, so that way I can get home, get cleaned up, and ready for Bible study.
Are you ready to tell them where are you going to leave it a mystery? Maybe they can guess.
No.
Yes, in the comments where he's been working.
Yeah, we're not going to give any hints.
He doesn't want to tell you until he's been there for a little bit, so everything's stable.
Exactly. When I'm ready to tell you, I will wear my uniform, and you will see where I work.
And then next week, something exciting in my family is happening. My dad just turned 80, and so my family's been planning kind of a reunion, and are all coming up for his birthday, even though it's a month later. It's just when everybody could get out of school.
Right.
So
and off of work.
We probably won't be doing any yard work at your mom's house. You might get over there a little bit.
Yeah.
But pretty much when my family's here, he's at work. So
Yep.
I might, if my family allows me, because, you know, people get weird when there's a camera. They do. It's hard to say, hey, can I put a camera in your face? But I might be able to talk them into it.
Smile.
Smile, you're on camera.
Yeah.
So if we can, I'll try to get some footage of
Sure.
that. And my sister's coming from Louisiana, and 3 of her kids, 3 out of 4, and her kids are adults, but her adult children are coming with her.
Yep.
My brother is coming from California, and he's bringing his son. And then my other sister is in Washington, and she's bringing her 2 boys, and then of course my parents. So
It's gonna be a zoo.
it's gonna be a zoo.
I'm glad I'm working.
Yeah. But it'll be fun to see them all. And
Yeah. Yeah,
there's
you
a
haven't
few
seen
of
them
you
all for a
that
while.
knew us when we were kids. So I'll try to capture them so that you can see them grown-up version.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've grown
That'll
up
be
a
good.
lot.
It'll be good.
And anyways, but that's all we have. It's just going to be a busy week of reunions and
And work.
and Bible study and more sewing, more brides. I got to sew really hard at the beginning of the week
And get a lot done.
so that I can have the end of the week off and I'm just going to sit and hang out with my family.
It'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be really good. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So I hope you liked our video, and I hope you like gardening content, because that seems to be what we're doing right now.
That's probably what you're going to see a lot of, because it's summertime and we like to be outside and we like to garden.
Yes.
And there's a lot more that we're going to be doing if I have time.
Yeah.
So
let us know in the comments
Yeah.
if you love it or hate it. But if you liked anything, did you like my dollar store hacks, all that kind of stuff? Give
Heck
us
yeah.
a thumbs up.
thumbs
And,
up, like it,
If you haven't
subscribe. Heck yeah.
subscribe. We'd love for you to follow us around.
Yeah, we'll have some more
Yeah.
projects that we'll be working on.
Oh,
too.
all through the summer. We have to finish up your mom's all the way around. You have a couple big projects coming up. And
As long as I have time.
yeah, in between.
All I need is me and my
Oh, let's talk about this.
cupcake coffee cup.
This is a man who loves a cupcake coffee cup.
I'm manly enough to drink from a coffee cup with cupcakes on it.
Yeah, but there's something special about that coffee cup.
So these were until the rest of them broke. I have one left.
It's the one left.
These we got when we were first married, and
First year we were married.
Yeah.
Like first month we were
so
married.
these are almost July 23rd will be our anniversary, obviously, and these will be 34 years old.
Yep. At Pick and Save,
Yeah.
which is now Big Lots,
Yep.
right? Is
Yep.
it Pick and Save
Yep.
Big Lots? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So anyway, I got one left, and I cherish it. I protect it.
And we won't find those on eBay.
Nope. Nobody will have those.
Yeah. But, well, we should let these poor people go.
Yeah. Enough said.
We got to finish his laundry so that he's ready for work.
Yeah. Gotta wash my uniforms.
Yeah. But,
Anyway,
well, we love you.
I love you too.
I love you too. Hope you guys all have
See
a
you guys.
wonderful week from our marriage to yours. And hope you have an amazing week and amazing whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Amazing marriage. That's the whole point of the channel.
Exactly. So, this is Jay.
That's Krista.
I'm Krista, and this is
Say I do forever.
I don't even know where we
I'll take it. Say I do forever. See you guys.
are. Bye. Helping you say I do forever.